Liangelo Ball G3 G Honcho. Listen, where do we start? I want to let you know right now. I told the people, the Lamelo Ball situation is a blessing in disguise. It depends on how you view it. It depends on how the organization moves with it. Mind you, we just talking about a couple of handful of games at the beginning of the season. This is not, they're not about to miss a duration or anything like that. This injury is common. Melo will be back ready to go and ready to set the league on fire and impose his will as the one of one. We know this. We are patiently awaiting this. But Liangelo Ball, I believe that he's poised right now for a major breakout. And it could start as early as in 24 hours or whenever you guys are receiving this video. It could start sooner than you think. I got Liangelo Ball doing well in his final preseason game, where a lot of people should be checking out that game. I think a lot of people are not putting that into consideration, and that's against the Philadelphia 76ers. A lot of people will be out for that game. I'm not sure who Philly would be charting out there, but as they go into the tail end of this preseason finale, I would think that, they got some veterans over there in Philadelphia. They're a more veteran basketball team. I expect them to sit down. I expect Jello to really be able to do his thing in this next game more than he was able to throughout the duration of the preseason. I mean, seriously, the minutes were crazy, but it was consistent with some of the people that was in his, just like him at Greensboro. Him and Crutcher got major opportunities out there. Of course, we would have loved to see Liangelo get more of an opportunity, but, it is what it is at the end of the day. He could definitely impact the Charlotte Hornets. I believe that he's much needed. Another thing, Jello just need a little bit more reps. He's not doing bad. I mean, is he knocking it out the park? I don't think he's received enough minutes to do so. And also the people that he's accustomed to being on the floor with. When Jello is out there, he's really just playing with the team that he's accustomed to playing with throughout the past, years he been in Charlotte. It really was looking like Greensboro occasionally. You got Crutcher out there, you got Jones. There's literally the whole entire Greensboro Swarm team is out there playing. So I mean, I would love to see Jello get in with that that first unit. Really get with them. And I think we could see something get transferred to that second unit, in the bench, when Jello would have come in. I believe that, but he needs to get that opportunity, but Jello knows what he has to do. I know LeVar Ball is salivating. He understands what's at stake. Jello was born for this, like I said, he missed shots. Liangelo Ball was out there. What I like from Jello, he did move the basketball. He proved that, hey, the ball won't stick in my hands. I will be a team player. I'm going to do whatever it takes. If it's one thing that Jello has shown, is he would do whatever it takes and do whatever the team asks of him, no matter what. And I think that's something that is valid. He's shown that. When he's missing shots, I'm not horrified. I'm not tripping. These are missed shots. This guy's a shooter. I think he just need to see one or two go down, and I'm telling you, the rim is going to get a lot wider. I think his nerves. Jello been shooting the basketball his whole life. He just got to get. I feel like he just got to get with that first unit. It seemed to be a little distance between him and Melo. They never got the opportunity to take the floor together. Could you imagine if Lamelo was finding him in certain situations? I can only imagine Jello would be crazy off a pick and roll, not only for himself, but, he could be in the action between a pick and roll with a P.J. Washington or vice versa. Jones, some of the other players that they have, Williams, and I think, with Jello being on one of them corners, or the wing, I think it's going to make that pick and roll even more deadly, especially when Jello hit a shot or two. He didn't get hot. If Jello get hot, all bets are off. They know this guy can shoot. They played with him. So that's one thing we got to understand something. Even Clifford is in practices with Liangelo Ball. This team know Liangelo Ball can shoot. They know what he can do. Now it's just for him to go out there and exhibit it, and now with his brother being out, I think he can take that mantle. Right now, Jello is the only one prepared to play. Lonzo Ball out. Lamelo Ball out for a small duration. Both are expected to, come back this season. Obviously, Lonzo's it could be a little bit more extensive, but reports is he should be touching down. Now, Jello got an opportunity right now to hold that mantle, so I expect Jello to show out. I think he understands that Melo is out and things of that nature. It's time. It's his time. He's on 2 feet standing. And it's time for him to go ahead and do it. You've been with this organization for 2 years now. It's time for us to see it. He even though it's a new coaching staff, that's another thing I want to give him some credit. Because it's tough. Where all these different regime changes. But Jello has, like I said, camaraderie and chemistry with this core, especially the bench. And I want to see some carryover of that. Even they not even on Greensboro no more. I think they don't have no valid point guard out there who could really get things sorted out. So you're out there with Book Knight and Crutcher to make decisions, and I think that's Jello is really hurting off of that. I think if you found somebody who was a little bit more decisive, a little bit more crafty, I think Jello could really rise to the forefront. But under the circumstances that they have him in, it's like he just got to do the best that he can. I got confidence in Jello though. I think that this is his time. He done did so much this summer, so much preparation for this moment. I know it's not going to be all in vain. I know that he understands it's time for him to rise to the occasion. I know he understands what's at stake. It's his NBA mortality is at stake, to be honest with you. Charlotte is the only organization that has shown that they will put effort, and invest into Liangelo Ball. I think that says a lot, even to Lamelo, that they got your brother. Even if you're looking at Lonzo, who knows how the situation might play out in Chicago. I think that he definitely stays because due to the impact that he brings and what happened when he was gone, they seen it firsthand. They'll be there to tell you. So it's just like I said, you just got to bring the intensity, man. Jello got to go ahead and be confident. Let these shots go, not thinking. Don't think. Just let that shit go. No hesitating. It's a lot of shit that Jello, could do, to get himself right and really hit that shot. Because I'm telling you, once Jello hit a shot or two, it's gonna be all she wrote. And I just hope it's right before in this finale. I think Jello understands, I gotta get a good showing. I done moved the basketball, I done looked for guys, I done did whatever I can, I done went down, box people out for rebounds. These are things Jello out here doing, and these are things he's not known for. So I was very impressed to see him corralling, barreling to the paint, over centers, trying his best to get in there and do something. Or him moving the basketball, him saving the basketball. It just shows the love and the desperation that he has for this moment. And I'm going to leave it at that. Liangelo Ball, it's his time, G3, G Honcho. Will the real G3 stand up? I think we're going to see him, and I think it's about to go down. And I think we're going to see a lot of pen to papers, and a lot of homage paying. We'll be here at the altar waiting. It's Flight Sports.